Welcome, Libra, to your December 2021 reading. Thanks so much for tuning in, Libra. Now, Libra, if this is the first time you've tuned in, I offer free mini readings for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something this reading doesn't cover for you, just click that subscribe button and ask your question in the comment section below. Now, I must apologize because you're probably going to be, if you are watching this, be seeing this well into December. I've had no end of trouble uploading my videos and I have been focusing on getting them uploaded. So this is running a bit late. So hopefully it's not too late into December before you see this, but just know that my readings are timeless anyway, so whenever you're seeing it, it's significant for you. And the energy of these readings usually run 4 to 6 weeks, and sometimes you can look at it 6 months later and the messages will be significant then. So don't stress too much about when you're actually seeing this. But anyway, let's get into your reading. Now, you start out the energy with the Hangman. Now, this is one of the prettiest hangmen I've ever seen. I love this deck of cards. This is the Tarot of Mystical Moments by Katrin Weltz-Stein. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And the energy I get from this deck, I just am drawn to it, and so I've been using it more and more. But this particular Hangman is a beautiful one, and the Hangman energy is always talking about a few different things. It's talking about some energy where things have been at a bit of a standstill. Now, this first card is always that card that links the previous months to the current month that I'm reading for. So I feel like you have been in a bit of a standstill when it comes to things happening in your life, but this is not going to be for very long at all, I fear. And, this is not only is it talking about a sort of a holding pattern that you've been in, or you kind of being suspended, but this is also talking about looking at things from a fresh perspective. Now, this could actually be referring to your income, your finances. This can be also referring to your career. Things may not have been going in the direction that you have been wanting them to go in, and they have been at a bit of a standstill here. But there is a fresh perspective coming in when the Hangman shows up. And I feel like you are going to be looking at particularly your career, what you're passionate about, your hobbies, things like that, creative projects. You're going to be looking at those in a completely different, from a completely different perspective. Now, just before I go into this reading fully, I like to look at the synchronicities here, and you have got 2 kings and 2 eights. Now, kings have been showing up for a lot of people, and kings are quite powerful energy. They usually talk about the suit. It's the energy and the power of the suit that they represent. So you've got the King of Cups, which is emotions, love, all of that kind of area of your life. And you've also got the King of Wands, which is your creativity and your passion. And this is you're leading with this kind of energy as well. But not only that, you've got the 2 eights. And it's interesting, eights a lot of cultures look at eights as a very significant number. It's the sign of infinity. But what eights are talking about is great progress and activity in your life. So you've got the energy of the Hangman, which is saying that there's been this stillness and not much progress in perhaps certain areas that you have been working on. But this is really changing. Like I said, great progress in your life is happening. There's going to be accomplishments as well. And it's going to change your mindset. And I feel like this is what the Hangman is talking about as well, this changed perspective. Now, the number 8 is powerful in itself. So I feel like December is a powerful month. And 8 talks about a lot of optimistic hopes for yourself and rewards with the success that you are looking for as well coming in for you. And this is very much linked to the law of attraction here. So if you are constantly worried, you're constantly fearful, you attract more of that to your life. And so I feel like this is kind of a message to say, keep those thoughts positive and you will progress in the direction that you want to go in. But to go specifically into the meaning of each card, the 8 of Pentacles here is really showing you beginning perhaps working on a new project that is going to really fulfill you. And it's a card of being the apprentice, of throwing yourself into your studies and learning some new stuff and working really hard on a particular project and honing your skills. It's quite, it's like your eyes are on perfection here, Libra, and you are really determined to make the grade no matter what. And it's interesting, you've also got that Page of Swords, which is a card often of learning more, educating yourself further. But I just feel like the 8 of Pentacles really is about craftsmanship and you throwing yourself back into something that perhaps you've put on the back burner for a while. You're being really focused and disciplined and quite dedicated here as well. And then this flows back to back into the 8 of Wands. Now this card is busy, busy, busy. That's the message here. Lots of emails, lots of text message, lots of phone calls. It's almost like you're getting blown away. If you look at the imagery on this card, you know, the wind is just taking you. It's whirlwind kind of energy. So forget that energy of the Hangman. That is gone. That's done and dusted. And you are just so busy in December. Now, again, because this is Wands, this can be to do with your work, your creative projects, something that you're quite passionate about. But it's just saying that there's this constant workflow here. Now, just on a side note, because this is a general reading, the 8 of Wands sometimes is called the arrows of love. So some of you may be entering into a whirlwind kind of relationship or love affair. This could be with one of these kings, King of Cups, King of Wands, or even the Page of Swords. So the King of Cups I would normally read as a Cancer, but this is general, so Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Wands, I pretty much always say this is Aries because this is Aries energy down to a T, but this can be Sagittarian or Leo as well. And the Page of Swords. This is an air sign like yourself. This is an Aquarian, a Libran, or a Gemini here as well. So it could be that you are falling in love with someone here and it's kind of whirlwind. Whew. And quite special actually. But again, you know what will resonate for you. If you're already in a relationship, well, obviously that doesn't apply for you. This is more to do with your work and your passions, that things are moving on pretty quickly. Now, the World card. How lovely is this card as well? Now, this is, you're able to close off a period of your life. And if that Hangman is talking about sort of some stagnant energy that hasn't been going anywhere, I feel like you can successfully close that area of your life now, and things are truly moving forward for you. There's this fulfillment here in the World card. There's success. Your goals have been achieved and you've matured, really. There's this level of maturation that you've gone through because of what's happened in your past. And this is a card of accomplishment as well. And it's almost like where this kind of is a card of endings, but where there's an ending, there's a new beginning. And there's no sadness here. You have successfully completed an era in your life and you are happily moving on. You can look at your past and go, wow, look where I've come. Look what's completed, what I've achieved, and now this is your new life. This is a new era in your life. Now you've got the Nine of Pentacles. Now what a beautiful card this one is. I mean, just to look at it, it's beautiful, but in its meaning as well, it is wonderful. This is a card of abundance. Absolutely. The Nine of Pentacles, of financial success, self-reliance, independence, fulfillment. This is just a luxurious, sumptuous card. Look at the imagery. There's just like an abundance of fruit in this on that woman's head. She's got an apple in her hand. That beautiful bird, the bluey green in that bird. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's just beautiful. And this is right below that Hangman. So I feel like where there was that standstill, this isn't going to be the case any longer. Abundance is going to come into your life, and abundance can be so many things. It doesn't have to talk about finances. Often with this card it does, because it's pentacles, but this can be an abundance of love or work or anything that has been lacking for you. Things are beginning to move, and I feel like because of this changed perspective as well, you're going to be able to see abundance around you quite easily now, where perhaps before you weren't seeing it. You're going to change your perspective and you're going to see, wow, yep, I am abundant, and be able to appreciate a lot of the things around you. Now that King of Cups, that very deep, very caring, very loving soul. This is beautiful. Now this can talk about someone significant in your life, but often when the Kings or any of the court cards show up in a reading, it's really asking us to take on a lot of the qualities of these suits of these cards. And I feel like you will be very much in this energy of the King of Cups, in a very emotional mood here, a very loving, caring, kind mood. And the King of Cups, I feel like you could potentially even be working with the King of Cups here, starting a new career with them, or getting involved in some sort of project. But there's a very calm energy that the King of Cups talks about. It's a very accepting energy, very stable. There's a lot of diplomacy as well, and steadiness in this king. So I feel like you are going to be taking on a lot of these qualities, and December you're going to be trying to, because of that whirlwind kind of energy, that fast movement there, I think you're going to be trying to take on a lot of these energies to keep things very, very calm in December for you. But lots of emotion. The King of Cups, as I said, is a beautiful, kind, wonderful person. And if this is someone in your life, you can really depend on this person. They have the highest degree of integrity. They have a golden heart. You can really trust them. So if you are entering into any sort of business relationship or work relationship with this person, you can feel safe that things are going to go well. Now, this is also asking you to open up your mind to new ideas and creative ways of thinking. And it's interesting that it's right beneath that Eight of Pentacles, which is about learning new skills and honing your skills. And it's very near that Hangman, which is looking at things from a different perspective as well. So I feel like this message is a little bit of a theme here coming through for you to really think outside of the box for yourself in December. Now, that King of Wands that I spoke of earlier, such a passionate energy, such a fiery energy, and this is that king that takes control of the situation. They are a fantastic leader. They are take charge type people, and that's why I always see this as an Aries, because that is Aries down to a T. And you are going to be taking charge of the situation, I feel, as well, particularly because this King of Wands is right beneath that Eight of Wands card, which is whirlwind kind of energy. I feel like you're going to be taking charge of things to try and calm stuff down, make things a little bit more structured. You are so logical, so intelligent, Libra. You are going to be really able to use your mind here to work things out and get things under control. Now, this is just incredible leadership skills here as well. And a lot of people around you are going to benefit from your ability to take control of a situation and be the leader and direct and guide people. And yeah, I feel like this is going to help you focus on the things that really are important, the things that matter for you right now, and dismiss kind of all of the other distractions just because you're going to be so busy over December. Now, also, this card talks about people potentially showing up in your life to help you, and accept their help, Libra. Accept it graciously and say thanks when they offer it, and say yes please. Okay, don't try to be that person that takes on everything themselves, because it just gets too much and you get burnt out. So these people, these kings, this page, these could be people that are coming in to help you out. So please accept their offer, because it's going to be worth your while to do so. Now, your final tarot card anyway is that Page of Swords. Now, these pages are always messages or messengers. That's how I read them. And the Page of Swords is no different. And what this page talks about is information that is very useful to you, that is going to be coming in swift and fast, perhaps a little bit bluntly. There's no delicacy, there's no delicately about this card, if that's the right word. This is information that you kind of need to know. Could be legal information, could be things to do with contracts, could be things to do with your job. This is just kind of important, useful information that you need to know. And it's not the sort of, it's not lovey-dovey. It's not like the messages that come in from the Page of Cups that are romantic and sweet. This is like to the point kind of messages, and it can sometimes talk about critical, constructive criticism. I should put it that way rather than critical types of criticism. It's somebody looking at your life, your job, your work, and saying, you know what, maybe you shouldn't do it that way. Maybe you should try this, or I feel like that's not the right thing to be doing in this situation. So don't shoot the messenger. They're only trying to help you if that is the case and somebody is coming in to be blunt about something. But in saying that, this is a general reading, so there could be a little bit of gossip here about you or what you're doing as well. I'm not feeling that for the majority of you. If that message is for someone, it's probably not many of you, but I'd just like to give you all of the information here. But this is definitely important information. Now, this could even be you wanting to learn more. This is about studying. This is about getting as much information that you can get. And as you can see in this particular imagery here, the figure is wearing a diploma hat. Looks like they've, I'm not sure the correct name for that hat, but when you go to university and you get one of those hats, and they're standing on a whole pile of books there. So you might very well be graduating. You might be needing to do some things regarding your schooling, something to do with that as well. But this is all, swords are all about the mind, the intellect, your thoughts. So I feel like there's a lot of new ideas sparking here as well within you when it comes to that Page of Swords. Now, your very last card from the Gateway Oracle deck is Proceed Softly. And the affirmation for this card is, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. And the meaning of this card is, go forward slowly and gently. Stop to smell the daisies and enjoy the view. Love and appreciate what is here now. The universe wants you to know, when you take your time and go slowly, new perceptions blossom that you can't see if you're moving fast. Step out of that rapid pace of everyday life and step into the majesty of stillness. Resist the impulse to go ahead with your first instinct and tune into your deeper intuition. Power is born when you relax into the present moment. I really like that message for you, and I feel like this is directly linked to that 8 of Wands card, and it's just kind of saying, just slow down, smell the roses. But I feel like you're going to be doing this, Libra. I feel like you're going to be taking on the energy of that King of Wands. You are going to be in control of the situation. You're going to push away what's not important this month. You're going to focus on what is, and I think you should really focus on a bit of you as well. Put you first, Libra. I always feel like you are so busy and thinking about other people. Think about yourself a little bit this month. So I hope that resonated with you. Have a wonderful month. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are a new subby. And I hope to see you all next month. Bye.